Royals, welcome back. I know I found myself actually liking the intro, so I'm gonna weigh into.
Hey,
I did. I was like, oh wait, look, I had to fix my shirt. Wait, hold on. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. I hope that you had an amazing day and you're having a good week. Um, Here in California, prayers again to all of the survivors of the fire and then those that lost people in the fire. So we are praying for you. And I have put, let me share the cutest story. So last night I was talking with Mark and he was telling me he has a younger son that is promoting from the 8th grade this year, and then his son that's the senior. Hence his final stretch of needing to be out there or whatever. But they all lost their things in the home as well. Obviously, they live with him. So the son, the youngest one, figured out a way to start a GoFundMe on his own so that he could help, so that all the pressure wouldn't be on his dad. I love that kid. He is so sweet. Y'all want to know what his goal is? Guess. The goal is the cutest thing ever. Guess what would you think the goal would be?
to build a new home for his dad.
To help his dad, they have to rebuild everything. He specifically listed, my dad lost his truck, my brother lost everything in his room, and he had a bunch of shoes, and I lost my stuff. We have to rebuild.
That's right.
So what do you think he put for the number?
$1 million? I don't know.
It shows the innocence of this child, the sweetness of this child, the humility of this child. He put $2,000.
Oh,
my shoes are $2,000. It is so cute. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I love children. It's the reason I have a nonprofit. I love children, especially the children that still act like children. Like that is a for real pure heart, because again, Mark wears a 15 shoe. He's 6'7". Like that's literally 4 or 5 pair of shoes, easy for them. And then Christian wears a 13 and a half, and he's just as big as Mark. So then you have Shia that wears the regular sizes, but he included his dad's truck, his brother's room, and he asked for $2,000. And I thought that was the cutest thing ever. So I absolutely went in and donated to his. That is the only GoFundMe. Now, granted, I've taken things, I've done things. I'm in the family. That's going to happen. However, for me, it was important for him to see my name pop up, and I donated to Shia's GoFundMe. So I don't know, if I saw things out there like that, I would do it because kids just get to me. And I think that is so sweet, especially knowing how he is such a sweetheart. So I thought I would share that story. And I do have the GoFundMe information listed in the description below for the real GoFundMe, because they need like beds and they need their things back. So his is very cute and he will be able to spend that money on himself. But I thought that was so cute.
That's so adorable.
Right? He's been offering his daddy money forever. Dad, if you don't go to work today, you can have my allowance.
That is adorable.
Isn't it? So for businesses specifically. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have our co-host introduce himself and then we will get started. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. All right, everybody. This is Jojo Habanero, your project manager by day, cigar enthusiast by night. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year 2025. I was sick during Christmas time. I wasn't doing really well. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I'm slowly getting better. Damn, getting old. I used to get over a cold in under a week. Now it's like.
Did you have COVID though? Because Mark had COVID before the fire.
No, I didn't. I took a test. I tested negative for that, but for some reason, I guess. Yes, no. I used to be able to get over a cold in like under a week, but now, oh my God,
Well,
It's
these
like,
codes are different now. These codes
I,
are trying to take us out.
I guess.
They're a little bit different, so be
Yeah,
careful.
don't forget to like, share, subscribe on to bigger things for 2025 for ourselves and for everybody watching and listening. Let's go.
Let's go. So let's hold on one second. I'm trying to post something. So for businesses, there are specific grants that are out there and resources to help as well, similar to um, when COVID did happen and the resources that were out there. Go back onto the SBA website, and there are resources that are going to be there to help you get back on your feet, as well as specifically for businesses. I don't know if there's anybody talking about the resources that are available to businesses without telling you, oh, I could hook you up and I'll help you do it. Don't let these people swindle you because they submitting 5 answers for you and now you got to give them your information and they want some of the money. You can go on and do them yourself. You could work with somebody and they will help you do it. So I thought that I would put that up. Now, a couple of things about businesses. I know we are all bosses and we all call ourselves certain things, but by the government standards, there are certain rules. If you have a LLC, obviously that's a business. DBA, it's a business. EIN, that's a business. As a sole proprietor, it will be a little bit different. So work with them and don't get offended by the questions that they may ask. It may come down to, has that been on your taxes before? Because if it has, it's still identified as a business. You still run a business. You just run it differently. But different resources require different things. So be patient, especially if you didn't have insurance, because that also kind of explains how different people are running different businesses, especially if you're not in a brick and mortar, which is a building. Most of us run our businesses from home. So we would have either included what we now have in our home to account for our business and either our renters or homeowners insurance, or you would have gotten a separate policy. If you're like a photographer, something like that, you typically have to have like $1 million policy. You have to have these other things because you're working in the public, things like that. So call and see what is covered under your insurance. And then in the meantime, go for resources, even loans like the PPP. That one was supposed to be paid back, but look at what the interest rate was. It was 1%. The payments are super low. So go for things like that rather than predatory things, right? Because right now you're going to get offers from your bank. You're going to get offers from all of these different places, and the interest rate may not be what's best for you as you try to rebuild, right? What else can I think of for businesses? Obviously, if you have people on payroll, that's why I included the SBA one, because when I clicked on it, it looked very similar to what was there during COVID. It looked extremely similar. In fact, they were called the same things, and they were there, and they were specifically under what I just showed was for California wildfires. So that let me believe that those links are not out of date, as well as I did my due diligence and I scrolled to the bottom to see what was the last updated date, and it was January 13th. So all of those resources should be up to date, and a phone number is listed if you need to call and get help directly from them. Okay. Anything you want to add?
For the persons and individuals who are doing a GoFundMe, what I'm finding is that the institution is the insurances that are checking to see if homeowners, business owners are doing GoFundMes. It has to be a sponsored GoFundMe, meaning you cannot have your name on it. So insurances are checking for that because obviously they're going to want to do everything they can to pay you as little as possible. So make sure your GoFundMe is sponsored, meaning your name is not on it. So a loved one or whoever you can trust that will be running that GoFundMe on your behalf.
It's good information, although I think it's garbage, especially for the insurance, because that's a great piece of information, because I would conclude that they would try to do anything to circumnavigate paying as well,
Mhm.
even though they know what they're paying. Most people do not have
Would
enough insurance
will
to cover
not be
it.
able to rebuild
I
from that.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't have a fourth of what I needed, and I had, I want to say 30. I didn't have enough to cover my stuff. Again, not to include my sister's stuff or the kids' stuff, but I didn't even have enough for me, because you don't think about it in that way. You don't update it when the economy changes. You don't update it when you update. Some people went from having a flat screen TV to having a TV that you mount on the wall, a big projector type screen. Just those type of things alone are changes that you make over the years that you don't think about has now impacted your insurance, and you
That's right.
probably need to visit it annually, right? You have a baby, now you have all the baby stuff in there. You start a business, now you got all your business stuff. So I don't think it's exactly fair. Now, here's where I think it's a little bit different. I saw one from a home. Well, most people use the terminology rebuild, and they didn't think about, if you don't own the home or the establishment, even for your business, you're not rebuilding in that way. That's a trigger word that'll be pulled out
Mhm.
by these type of things. You are restarting. You're getting your items back. You want to use more detail, things like that. Um, I did see some people getting $200,000-$300,000, and they were not a rent. You're a renter, so you're not rebuilding that home. So you didn't even stop it, and then once you got to the amount you wanted, you keep pushing it up and up.
Mhm.
I could see where they would kind of take a look at those. If it exceeds what you had, then I could see the insurance. I don't know. My spirit don't let me see the insurance, see it that way, because you paid for that insurance. I don't give a shit what I did outside of that insurance. But maybe you're not supposed to be doing it because you have insurance. I don't know how I feel about that one, JoJo. With the insurance not paying, I don't know how. Even if somebody, what if Beyonce came down and personally gifted you a whole nother house? Does that mean that the insurance don't have to pay? I had to have the insurance and I paid for it. So why wouldn't you give me what I'm due?
Yeah, ideally that's entirely correct, but unfortunately, that is not the. In reality, that is not how they practice it. Obviously, they want to be able to respond to people's needs. The insurance business is the insurances are in the business of not paying out the money that they pull in. So, yeah, make sure you do everything you're supposed to be doing to maximize your returns.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like you said, every time you have something new, you went from a $500 couch set to a $5,000 couch set. You have to report these things so that your policy can be updated. Most people don't. And unfortunately, if you had renters insurance, if you don't have these receipts to prove anything, they're gonna give you what they were supposed to give you for your 500 for your $500 couch, not the one that's 5,000. Unfortunately, that's how it is.
The good thing is most people pay with credit card now.
Mhm.
So your credit card is a proof of purchase as
Mhm.
well. A lot of people have the receipts emailed to them. The whole receipt thing never worked for me, because I noticed that even when I was keeping receipts in an envelope, y'all, that the writing goes away and the barcode goes away. So I went back to get one day and I pulled it and I was like, it's not even nothing on here. So how would this even help me? It's nothing I could do with this piece of paper, because the barcode is gone. That's what they use. And
Mhm.
the information was gone too. So we got to be better at record keeping, apparently. Or if you have
Screenshot.
pictures, some
Screenshot.
insurances will use pictures.
Mhm.
This one's a little harder because it's a state of disaster. Mine was a house fire, right? So they were only dealing with me. To JoJo's point, right now they're dealing with a bunch of people that are going to file one. So they're going to be going through these with a fine tooth comb. They did with
Mhm.
mine as well, but again, like I told you guys on Tuesday, I had pictures. They could come in and see some of the stuff because a lot was smoke and soot and burned half, stuff like that. So I had a lot of things that could be proven that solidified the way that I lived, basically. So those things were covered, but mine didn't cover everything. So if I would have did a GoFundMe and it would have covered all of those other things, I don't think that the insurance should get out of paying me anything because I pay you, and these people are donating from the kindness of their heart. That's a good one though. But I do think some people take advantage of shit, and that's why it happens. Because my GoFundMe, even though it was not even $3,000, before I stopped it, like I told you guys, they didn't ask me anything about that, but GoFundMe was different then. Y'all know people get to taking advantage of things, and it just goes too far, and then rules are put into place. Rules is put into place if people break rules. Boy, babe. So that's it on that. If you have any more questions, you can reach out and ask. Again, I have a connection at Red Cross. I know about SBA. And then if you have questions about anything that happened in my situation, because you don't want to ask in front of anybody, that's okay. I'll answer it for you. Probably my name is same across everything. It's the same on IG and it's the same on TikTok. Please don't yell at me if I don't respond right away. I'm really not a social media person. I'll be faking it, y'all. I schedule that shit. I'll be on YouTube. I am not a social media person. I don't like it except insomnia. Then I'll be going through it. It'd be funny. But let's move to part 2 of the show. And it is going to be, oh my gosh, Don't Cancel Me But. And 3 guys got together and did a series of Don't Cancel Me But type of things. Some of them are for women. A couple are for men. And then I think one was for people, period, I think. But they were super funny. So we're going to go through them. One of them is super funny in particular. So I want to see if y'all be able to point it out which one I will probably laugh at the most. I don't even agree. So let's go through them. And it's about 6, the same as the other night, but none are longer than 30 seconds. So let's go. I'll start at the top.
Don't cancel me. But fellas, stop pouring all your bottles out in the club for fun. You're blowing your money. It's not cool. You could have got drunk.
Why do people do that? I've never, maybe a cap, maybe a shot. But why are you, but then maybe it's because they don't buy the expensive stuff like us. Because I'm not pouring anything out like that. Why do you think people do that?
I think the people who don't work for the money that they use to buy that stuff is the people who do that now. If you're out there and you're doing all the illegals, and that's how you got your money, and I worked, I clocked in, and I want to show my girl a good time. We go to the club. I get the bottles. Even if something crossed her head and she starts pouring, if she pours the shot too heavy, I'm like, hey, slow down, just slow down. I can't do it. I think it's the people who don't work hard for their money like we do. Yeah. And when I say work hard, I'm not saying you don't do any kind of work, but I'm not saying you're not doing any kind of work. But if you're the type, you do like money trading and you flipped 50,000 into 5 million, and that's what you want to do, okay. But I wouldn't do it.
That's everyday working people. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. Now, like when Juggy passed away, did we pour out a shot of his favorite drink? We did. But a shot, not the bottle. That's what I don't understand. And at a club, no, we will take a shot for you. That makes more sense to me, taking a shot for you, but pouring it out, it doesn't make sense. So now the young people have said as well, doesn't look as cool as you thought it did. So let's go.
I will say though, shout out to my Nigerians. They might not do it at the club. I don't know if they do it, but I know we do the parties. We wash our hands with the champagne. You know what I'm saying? We wash our hands with the champagne.
That's the same thing, JoJo. That's the same thing. I'm done with you.
Oh, hey, hold on.
Done.
It's different because here's
Why?
my logic. It's different because see at the club that bottle is $400. At your party that you're doing at home
You're
or
right.
at your wedding, that bottle is $40, $50. See,
You're right.
that's different. That's
You're
different.
right. You win. Hands down, you win. You are right. That's way different because them bottles, listen, I will take a shot for you, but pour it out. I'm not going to be able to do that. Yeah. Not at the club. No.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Let's see the next one.
Don't cancel me, but I hate lip fillers. Oh, damn, you damn near took mine. Damn. I swear to God, bro, I be looking like this, bro. Like, you like it?
It ain't bad.
When they look like this,
Put it on
they
me.
look like they got jabbed.
So, what do you feel about lip fillers as I just applied my lip gloss? That was not on purpose.
You know, I always felt like when you can tell. I mean, I have no doubt that there are some people who are born this way, but if you look like a duck and your lips look like duck lips, when I'm looking at you, I'm making duck sounds in my.
When they're swollen off your face, they just look swollen. You look like a bee pokes you in the lips. Yes. I'd be like, dang, that your lip looks like up like that.
Was that necessary? I mean, I don't know.
No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, you could. No, it's more like like a duck face.
It is. The answer is no. I don't. I don't like the fillers either. I don't like them. I also don't like overdrawn lips when they really have a flat lip. But if you get up close, you see that they drew their lip up like that. I don't like drawn lips either.
I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking from a place of privilege. I have these Jay-Z lips, so maybe I don't know, but I don't
I
know.
want bigger lips, but I don't want to look like that. I don't want no injections. I don't want nothing. But do I want bigger lips? I do. But I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to get them ever. But is that one of the things I look at in the mirror and be like, I wish I had bigger lips? I do. But I'm not doing that. It's okay to it's okay to look at yourself and say, I would like it if I had that. But since I don't, like y'all know that's okay, right? You're not gonna like every single thing because in a minute those lips is gonna go out of style. Because I don't even know how they got in. Maybe the Kardashians, I think it was that damn one of them Jenners saying Kylie, I think, saying she didn't get any fillers and whatnot, but she went from literally 2 flat lines to having big full lips. And now she cries about it because people call her out for it because she's a liar. But I mean, that's by the way, that's allegedly. Don't get the lip fillers, y'all. The men said don't get the lip fillers. So next, you said no?
I never liked it, so
It's a no for me. I find myself so number one, if I ever meet you in person, I am not being rude. I stare at people's lips when they talk because I'm reading your lips. I'm reading your lips because I don't know why. That's how I pay attention. I've always done that. I've read people's lips so I can focus on what they're saying. So I go between your eyes. I stay on your face. But I go between there. So if I ever look at your lips and they look weird, I can't hear anything you're saying because I'd be like, y'all know I can't see, so don't do it. Don't be offended. It is not my problem that you did something to distract the universe. Okay, Austin Powers, the girl. Don't do it. You're distracting us. Next case.
Please don't cancel me. But that lace front is not laid at all.
Oh, that's
Bro, I be seeing
you
it,
know,
bro.
when that hoe start doing this shit.
Bro, it be looking like it be looking like a pantyhose line right there.
No,
It
hold
would make
on,
it
no,
like-
Jack. When that bitch start doing,
I 900% agree. That is the main reason I don't like wigs. And when I found the one that I found, I love it. I love it so much I don't wear it all the time because I don't want it to not look like that no more. I don't understand. Some people, they could melt the hell out of some glue. They really can. And that lace, they do it right, or they get the right makeup or whatever that perfect combination is. But then there's the other 80% of us that are not meltologists. So it don't look right. When it get to lifting, wear a headband, do so. You see that.
Okay.
That's why I wear weave.
That's right. I don't like it, but if you must do it right. Get the right glue. Um, try not to sweat. I mean, I don't know, whatever works. I don't know that I can say a lot on this, but
Why not?
well, black women are very passionate and
I'm a
can
black
get
woman.
very, very
It's ugly.
defensive about the weak stuff. And
It's ugly.
if I mean, I would rather without. If you can do without. If I was asked my opinion, I would say do without. But what I'm willing to offer by me saying do without is if it then will take or will require more cooperation from me, whether it's financial or giving you compliments or reassuring or whatever it is, I'm willing to offer it, you know. But I get it. It was explained to me that it's very practical. It's the equivalent of pulling your hair back, and putting a hat on and just going about your business and doing whatever it is that you have to do without having to worry about too much. I understand for some people it's really practical. Um, but yeah, the ones who choose to do it, I guess, do it right. I don't know that I can have a strong opinion on.
Is this thing on? That's half of the problem. Is that some of you literally take it and slap it on your head. A wig is way more trouble than a weave. Now, a curly weave, that's my shit. That's the go-to. Get in the shower, you wet it down, put some conditioner, do your edges, boom, you ready to go. It looks nice. Okay? A wig, they're not easy. Who said that? That's a lie. It's way more trouble. You got to cut the lace, not have too much lace. Then you got to measure it out so you don't snatch out all the rest of your hair. You got to bring it all the way down here. You got to measure it. Then you got to put the glue in. You got to put the blow dryer. Then you put it down. Then you put the blow dryer again. Then you tie some band on it, cuts off your circulation to your brain so your face looks like this and your temples start hurting. Now you have a really bad migraine and it hurts right here in my shoulder too. You ain't even styled the shit yet. Then every day you got to look and say, oh, is my glutes lifting? Then you got to do it all over again. No, stop lying, bitch. Y'all lying. Y'all some lying. You're lying to these men. So they won't tell you that your shit looks retarded. It looks bad. You saw it when you left the house. To your point, here's the thing though. When you left the house, that shit was right. You went outside and the air hit it and it just changed. It's very two-faced on you, ladies. I know that. Because I tried to wear one night and it rode in the car in the passenger seat on the way home with me. It didn't stay on my head. I took it off in the car. Yes, I did. That's why I wear ponytails under my wigs because I don't mind my hair. I snatch that thing off, child. I'm listening to that ponytail. Not for me. It's not for me. It's way more work. And I'm not paying nobody to install no damn wig. Paying just as much, or sorry, wig. You paying just as much as a wig. Anyway, ladies, just stop doing it with the baby hair that go like this. I've already told y'all I have a forehead. I'm at one with my forehead. However, You could do like a little bang, something like that. But I'm not doing nothing like this. Well, this one would actually work. Never mind. Bad example. But I'm not. Can y'all imagine if I did baby hair this much? Because I'm trying to decrease my forehead. That is ridiculous. So now you got this wig on your head and you wonder why you're sweating to death and you can't breathe. Then now we got into the eyebrows. Now your eyebrows gonna be hot. They're gonna start sliding off your face. It's just too hot. It gives me high BP.
I thought the baby hairs was to be able to help the whole thing stay in place.
I think it is. That's the problem. I think that's why they be wearing so many, because it secures. Yeah, it's not that they use it to cover their forehead. I really think it's to hold on to what's bare right here. And to your point, it's more space to hold on. How is that easy? No.
I mean, they took the baby out of baby hair with that. They took the baby out of baby hair with that because
that's grandma hair.
Yeah, because it's a full afro by now.
You done parted it. I done seen people cut their hair to make baby hair. No, if you don't have baby hair, I don't have baby hair. I have edges, so I swoop my edges or I comb them straight back. I'm not cutting my hair to make a circle. Then you got to do a circle like this. Then you got to do one. And then everything that come out of here got to go like this and like this. Y'all want to know what I do at night? I put a scarf on my head and I wake up. You want to know what I do when I got to weave? I put a scarf on my head and I wake up. Even with my curls. See, that is easy maintenance. Now, weave is different. I put in my roller curls. Wait, when we went up? No, I had a curly weave when we went where we went. Even if I do a weave and a straight and I curl it, I don't curl it with a curling iron. I usually do my rods, put it in, and put a bonnet on as well. Then you wake up and you pull it out. Anyway, y'all, they sick of this shit. They sitting across from us at the dinner table thinking, hey, remember how I said I look at the lips? They looking at your lace lift. Because of course it don't lift in unison. It lifts with little pockets. So it look like a mountain on your head like that. And then they saying, oh, honey, you tell them, oh, I love you so much. And they just looking up like this. Like, should I tell her? And then you got the nerve to check your face and your makeup, but you did move it up a little bit more so you could check right here. Just saying.
Yeah, they just took the baby out of baby hair with that.
I don't vote for that.
But I'm still gonna hit, so it's all right. I guess.
Look at your shit. This is why women don't change the shit they do, and men don't. We always say, "Well, the niggas no," and that's the truth, right? Again, we always talk about the problems we have on each side. We didn't sit here and ran down this whole thing. You like, yeah, I'm still hit. Yeah, we know. And then we were like, why did he do what he do? Because we still gonna let him hit. They still gonna do what they do.
You're right. You're right. It's our fault. It's our fault. You're right. You're right on that. You're right on that. We reward by behavior. I will agree with that.
At least tell the girl. At least be like, babe, I really like it when you don't do that. I don't know. The men I be with, they nice. And I say nice because I'd rather you tell me. Like, if we out if we out and something is wrong, something's out of place, fix it. I would fix it for you.
That's right.
I think you should. You rather just let your person walk around looking crazy? No.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know those shoes that girls wear, and then they have the strings, and then they tie the strings all the way up the cuff. Yeah, when shoes, you kind of get on your knee, and then fix it for her, whatever case may be, do those. Yeah.
I've had a man help me before. Mark will help me. My ex will help me. I've had my best friend will help me because sometimes when girls is out, it's really important. Girls got a lot of shit to pay attention to. So should you help her? Yes. What if she wearing a skirt? Do y'all know we put that on when we was in our house, when we could bend, turn, do all of these things, and it didn't matter. Only your man was there. Now you in public. If you need help with your shoe or something like that, they're supposed to help you. What you supposed to do? Bend over in public and everybody see your hoo-ha?
That's right.
So last thing. I was walking. Where were we? Oh, when I went to the Monica concert and we was going up the escalator or whatever, I felt bad for this girl because behind her was her man, right? But she had on a skirt that went just below her butt cheeks, which is fine when you walk in because you on level ground. When you start going up the escalator, though, no man, no friend, no nothing would have ever not stood behind me because everybody down the escalator could see her chonies and she was too far. Now I was behind her, but if you know me, you know I'm 2 or 3, 4 behind her. So it was no way for me to tell her without screaming it. But I tried to like move myself, and then my cousin tried to move herself. She's taller than me, where it couldn't be seen as much. But I'm thinking to myself, dude, how you didn't know to stand behind it? How you not covering her? And I mean covering as a vessel, covering as your natural instinct, like how men don't let us walk on the outside. I just thought that was really interesting. Her whole business was out because he didn't properly stand behind her. I was like, oh, that's sad.
He
Oh,
was sitting next to her or in front of her as
so
they were
she
going
was
up.
standing on the step like this, and he was standing on the next step, but she was standing in the middle, and he was standing to the side, like leaning. So she was full view open, where he
Oh,
should have been
oh.
standing directly behind her, so nobody could see her. I don't know.
Maybe he was enjoying the view. I don't know. I
So that was my other thing. Most men would stand right behind you because usually their hand is on gas. He wasn't even doing that. He just leaning there or something. I'm like, okay, so note to self, he don't cover people. So here is
yeah.
the next one. Let's see what's up next. Let's see.
Don't cancel me. But leave BBLs in the past. God, dog. That fake plastic booty, all that. I need the natural
The
booty.
thighs don't even
Man,
match.
y'all losing
I
it.
heard that some of them be good. They be so good you can't even tell.
But you can also get the skinny BBLs.
For all we know, we probably came across a good one, and then it was so good, we didn't even know.
BBL. Stop the BBLs.
Stop the bad BBL.
Stop the ant
Stop the
booties.
BB. There we go.
Stop
bad
the
BBL.
So stop the bad BBLs. How do you feel? Well, I'm sick of
Um,
them. And not out
um,
of jealousy. I'm sick of the bad BBLs, to his
yeah,
point.
I was gonna say. I guess there's some people who need it. You know, whatever helps your
I would get one if
confidence.
I wasn't scared.
You know, yeah, you have to make sure the procedure is safe first of all. But let's assume it is safe. Aesthetically, it gotta make sense. You know,
Right.
if you drive an Escalade, you would never put an Escalade on no 15-inch wheels. You would never.
Right.
You would never. So you know, if your thighs scream medium, but your stuff is double X, maybe yeah, it's not right. I dated someone who had it,
Really?
and it did not look right. It
What did
didn't.
it look like? An ant booty? I call it ant booty.
It was the ant booty.
It was
Yeah,
the ant booty.
it was the ant one. Yeah,
I don't understand. I think
yeah. I dated someone else who recently I did. I told you guys the story about a girl who I thought was gaslighting me about something sometime last year. That girl had a BBL. Hers was good. She did hers because she was a big boob girl who had no butt,
oh, she was top heavy.
and so she gained the weight on purpose. And then the way she did it, they filled up the thighs and everything else. So hers was good.
This is
Yeah,
bad BBL. This is what
yeah,
I mean when I say bad BBL.
yeah. This is a bad one.
It don't even look right from the front. It literally looks like an ant booty. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
She had bad BBL. So amongst all the other things, she also had a JoJo. We need to talk about your acceptance of people. That's a direct impact of her mental instability. I'm just saying she needed a little bit of
You know,
therapy.
I think, guys, some of us, if I can be honest, it really be the clothes because they really hide it well in the clothes. So it depends on the clothes you have on. You
No,
can't really tell. Is one. Well, I'm talking about certain type of clothing.
most of them
Certain
can't
type of
stay out of
clothing.
tights and tops to show off the BBL. How do
You
they
know, I'm
camouflage?
saying if she's wearing the tights like what you showed, then obviously. But if she's wearing a sundress, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Yes,
that's how I'm trying to say. So sometimes it be the clothes, and we
yeah,
can't really tell. Sometimes it's dark, depending on where you're meeting the girl. If it's a bar, club, anything like that, party.
that's fair.
Sometimes it be the clothes. It's when you get back to your intimate place and the clothes come off, you're like, oh, you're already there. And like I said, we still go. I'm already look. I'm already there. I already poured the champagne at the club. I already poured the bottle on the floor at the club. I
Right.
already spent the money.
The lace is already lifted.
The hands. I mean, by then I'm already there. So
I don't understand, y'all. What? This is what I want to understand. Like in the way of, let me see if I can bring it back up. Y'all know I gotta watch us from here. Let me show you guys again what we're talking about for ant booty. This is ant booty. Okay, do you see her legs? That is ant booty. We don't like ant booty. When you go in, I wonder, do they say so? When I was thinking about different plastic surgeries or whatever, because I am getting my skin removed. I know I say that every year, y'all. If you know what kind of chicken shit I am, I'm a chicken shit. If I wasn't scared of not waking up, if I wasn't scared of the pain, I'd have been got my skin removed. However, in my brain, when I get so close and be like, okay, I'm gonna go get it, then the other side of my brain says, girl, you already got a man. You already got people that like you. Then I say those things, but I'm really getting it done for myself. But then I rationalize it by saying, you still look nice. You carry yourself well. You wear clothes that are appropriate. Yes, I have these things listed in my head. I have to talk myself. I talk myself out of it because then I'd be like, is it worth? What if something go wrong? And then I'd be like, it ain't worth it to me. And then I don't get it. And then I get all the way to the position of saying, you work this hard to get the weight off. Don't you want to enjoy your body? Yeah, while I'm alive. So the way my brain works is totally different. So I am a supporter of surgery if that's what you want. Because to JoJo's point, as a woman, it's hard. As a man, it's hard too. But as a woman, it's hard. Especially if you have all upper body. Y'all know we've seen them. We call them triangles. And then they don't have nothing at the bottom. Come on. You want to feel feminine and feel like everybody else, right? Just the reality. It has nothing to do with you not loving yourself or all those stupid things. You really do want it. I remember pulling pictures of what you want to look like because you have to communicate it to the doctor or whatever. And don't laugh at me. But although I want my skin removed, even from my stomach, I want a little bit of a pooch still left. Because I think it looks normal and regular. And to me, that looks like a woman. I still want that part. I don't want it to be so flat that then my legs stick out in the front and I look like a horse. Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know. Because then if you go back too far, now you shape like this, you straight like this, and then your leg come out like this. Like you gotta look at every part of your body, right? And then I have hips. My shape is real, y'all. If I have hips. So I saw what it was like when I went to the doctor. He did like this and pulled my skin up in the middle, which I can do, by the way. My nephew thinks it's funny as shit, but I do it. Eventually I'll do it on camera, but I think the shit is funny. I could pull my whole middle up. When I do, it's a perfect silhouette under there, right? So then after I did it, I was like, wait, I never looked at my butt. I wonder what my butt looked like if this skin wasn't right here. Y'all, my butt is right. I don't even need a BBL. I just need the skin removed. So say all that to say, ladies, what are you telling these doctors? And what are these doctors telling you? Because the one I went to that I had a laundry list of things I wanted, he said, if I remove your core skin, you don't even have back fat. If I remove your core skin, it's going to round your butt off like this. And I might just need to lift it a little bit. He didn't want to just take my money. So do all doctors not do that? Or does the person say, no, I want this? So then they do it. Does anybody know the answer to that question? I don't. I'm being for real.
But I'm sure the ones who are after your money, they'll let you say whatever. Go ahead. If you want this? Okay. As long as you're willing to pay for it.
Have you ever seen, like, when I be going down my rabbit hole, I'll see somebody that like got a breast job done, and then they got it done and done and done and done, and it just keeps going, like, to where it looks like the skin, like you can start seeing the veins in the skin and everything like that. Did they get that done here? Did a doctor here do their body like that?
I'm sure they got specialty places where they go to. Yeah. They're done out here. Yeah. They do.
I wonder if you fall and hit one little thing. Because if you started with an A or a B and now you have a G, F, I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about, the ones that are like excessive with it because probably they do adult something, or they've made money off of becoming that exotic thing or whatever. When you go that big, do your doctor even care for you the same after that? Now I'm being for real now. I told all my story with a little bit of humor, but now I am being for real. Isn't they traveled out of the state? Oh, that's why they be on bots trying to get it fixed. Sometimes when the nipple fall or the thing flip over, you don't watch those shows, Jojo. I'm being for real. One girl had a butt and her butt was flipped.
I've seen some videos. I've seen the stuff. Yeah, they get it done elsewhere, and then they come back. Now the doctor here has to fix it. However, I know for a fact. This is anecdotal, but I know for a fact that they go places where, because I don't believe there's a state limit or federal limit on the stuff that you can have. So there are some people, as long as you have the money, they pay for it. You can do it out here.
So here's where I thought it was a limit, but I think that we're just, well, not even I think, we see it being done. They'll go and be like, oh, the most I could do, y'all don't quote me on the things, but they'll be like, oh, the most I could do is something cc's. Even like when they do lipo and stuff, I had to get down to a certain BMI, and then if I wanted liposuction. But after I determined I didn't want liposuction, again, I want a bit of a pouch. I wanted to just only have the skin removed. Then all of that went out the door. But they do be like, I could only do something cc's or whatever. But that don't mean you can't keep going back. Because some of these people, if you follow them too, they'd be like, oh, this is my 25th. The man, have you seen that man that's from out of the country and he's trying to be like a Ken doll or something, and he's had 100, he's had rhinoplasty, eyebrows, rib, have you seen his knees done? Yeah, I think it's just what you said. It's a way around that. I could only do so much this time, but I could come back and you could keep giving me more because he's still doing it. I can't do
it. The money, someone will do
it. And last one on this part, well, last thing from me is I think it's very unfair. Again, it's always going to be an unfair side, right? I have relatives, and I've said it before, that are built almost similar to that, where people say, oh, you can tell because the legs don't match. I have cousins and their legs are super small. The thing that's different, so you could tell that theirs is not, now I've been paying attention, they have hips. So it don't just go up and then shoot straight out. I see where it does glide into the hips, even if it's a gradual. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it on
literally, if you look at from the side, Jojo, though, their butt literally just, their legs, boom, and it goes straight like that. Mm-hmm. They don't have it looks like that, but not, but you could tell. You could tell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could tell. But it's so unfair.
If you have a butt like that with skinny legs and the hips don't match, yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Okay,
That's
that's
the
how
one.
come you can see the butt from the front.
Mhm.
Well, it looked like a droopy diaper, but if you went and said, "Hey, can I pay you a lot of money to give me a droopy diaper?" It's your business. People might think I'm crazy for wanting to keep a little bit of fat around my stomach.
It look like 2 olives on a stick.
It do. I always called it an ant booty. After Kim Kardashian got hers, then I was like, that looked like an ant booty. But I'm good at renaming some shit. I'm Miss Piggy, so I'm not excluded, by the way. I'll rename everybody. But let's go on to the next one. That one is more unhealthy, you guys. So we spent a little bit of time on it. That's the number one cause of unaliving in African American women. So be very careful with those injections and those things of that nature. Pick a really good doctor, make sure that you're in good health, and do not get anything done if your doctor says you're not in good health. Don't go to a doctor that will do it. Or how the front part is what, oh God. So cousin swears your pelvic bone right there, she swears like it's, how can I draw for you guys? Hold on. Okay, she swears, okay, it's like this, right? Shit, it's like this. But she swear once somebody get their body done, it just stretch out like this, and it's a whole, like, she swears that your vagina stretches.
I know exactly what she's talking about.
Jojo, I can't unsee it now. I
I
never
know.
noticed
I
it
know.
before. Now I know when somebody got all that work done because she showed me. I could have went without knowing that.
I know exactly what she's talking about. I know exactly what she's talking about. When you look at it and they put the tights on, you
Yeah.
look at it, you see it. When you look at it, you see it. It looked like those old VCRs where you can slide the tape in. It be all boxy.
That's what it is. I can't unsee it. The whole time we was in Atlanta, I was clocking everybody. I was like, but I couldn't unsee it, but I never.
BBL.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. And the tummy tuck, that one is for the tummy tuck, the tummy
it's
tuck
the
part
tuck.
where they
It's the tuck
lifted it
because
up.
of how they pull it. Yeah, it's the tuck
I don't want to
because of how
look
they
like
pull it.
that. And maybe mentally, that's why I wanted to keep a little bit of my pooch because I belong. A little bit of a pooch goes there for women. Y'all is impossible. Whatever. Do whatever you want to do, but be careful with that stuff because I would anticipate people getting more lackadaisical, if you will, because money is needed. Different things are changing. And so, listen, don't be getting this shit trying to go famous on the OnlyFans and all of that stuff.
On the
One,
gram.
one in every so many people actually become famous to make the money like that. It's no different than any other entertainment industry. Do it first. Go famous first and then get it if you're going to get it. Ooh, child. Let's go on
Yeah.
to the next one. Go first.
Well, just real quick. I
Yeah.
know a lot of them say that they do it for themselves, but if you
I
ever
don't believe
cared
to
what
that degree.
if you ever cared what the men like, we don't need it. We really don't. We don't need. We will kiss on the fupa and the little pouch. We will kiss on it as many times as
And
needed.
will.
We
And
will.
will.
We will.
I told y'all my biggest, my boyfriend played with my stomach. I thought it was the weirdest shit ever. But they make you feel very comfortable with your body. It's about you feeling comfortable in your body. And granted, you could do things for yourself. I said I want to do things for myself, but not to where it's gonna hurt you, ladies.
That's right. That's right.
Slow down. Slow down. Okay, next case.
Don't cancel me, but stop wearing these fucking turtlenecks and gold chains. I'm over it. I don't want to see another one. I hate it. I legitimately hate it. Like,
It's a certain group of brothers.
I know who does it. We know who you are.
With
Stop,
the trench
bro.
coat, with the pea coat.
With the pea coat, bro.
Who are you, Inspector Gadget?
With gold chains.
Sherlock Holmes?
So at the beginning, I said that there is one that had me laughing the most. and that I do not agree with. That's this one. Let me tell you why those young men can say that, because they don't step into business meetings, they don't work in offices, they don't do those type of things. In my day, it it's very demure for a guy, it's very handsome, it's very debonair, it's very and here's the other thing that may deter, certain people. My chains is real. Those, and back in the day, we wore herringbone. We didn't take it off. That's before we knew we was messing them up. But we didn't take it off. So you don't wear your jewelry under your clothes. You wear it over your clothes. That's your everyday jewelry that you wore. So you wear it like that. You're not specifically putting on that jewelry over that. But to be fair, most women do. We'll put a necklace over our stuff. It looks very nice. It looks very classy. It's very, I'm going to a meeting. It's very, I'm going to church. It's very, so that lets me know that they don't do those things. So while everyone else I agree with, I don't agree with that one. I think it's very handsome on men, and I think it's very cute on girls. So I don't agree with that one.
It's okay for the girls. I
Agreed.
don't think it's okay for the guys. Maybe it's
Do you wear jewelry every day?
I do. Not every day, no.
Okay.
Not every day. I don't wear jewelry every day. So I think it's a fashion faux pas for a lot of guys, but I get. I've seen where they put the button-up shirt, and then they'll put the chain
around the collar.
Around the collar. Like I said, I look at both as the same. If the turtleneck is worn as a sweater, I don't think you need to put the chain over. But if the turtleneck is worn as a something to put under, like it's really light, it's not heavy, then I think it's okay. But if you must choose, I would say
so a regular turtleneck, but not the turtleneck sweater ones.
If it's a turtleneck sweater and you can clearly see that it's a sweater, then no. But if it's like if it looks like a t-shirt,
okay,
just have the neck extended, I think you can put it. I
would say that too. I would have to agree, because I have one, a red one, and it kind of came up to here. To your point, it had a collar basically on it, but it was designed where the neck was. So to me, that was the necklace. To me, that was the statement, and I didn't want to take away from that. So I agree. But an actual turtleneck where it's just the cotton, like t-shirt material, something like that, and you wearing a suit jacket or a vest or something like that, I love a good chain with that, especially if it's the chain you wear every day. You're not going to wear it under. I know I don't. I feel like I'm being choked already with the turtleneck, so I wear mine outside. But I love it. I think me and all my sisters have taken a picture with a black turtleneck and that. I love the turtleneck and the gold chains. So it's something about it. But I think that's too, if you come from a specific type of, that's why I said it's a specific type of person. I think that resonates more if you come from the hood. And if you were in an office environment in like the 90s, stuff like that, 90s, 2000s, that's regular stuff that we wore. But then again, us coming from those neighborhoods, we wear our jewelry every day. We don't really switch out jewelry. So that is a part of it. And a cute hoop earring or a cute drop, that's what we did. But not a whole bunch of chains. You literally wear one. I don't like it when I see all this stuff going on. I'm like, you didn't want to talk. You wore everything in your closet. Okay. Nope.
2 chains.
Right. Okay, I think we have 2 more. Yep, 2 more. And we will be done for the evening. Here we go.
Don't cancel me. But parents, y'all need to start putting that belt to that ass of that children. God damn.
Listen,
Y'all playing.
you keep saying this is soft parenting. Your child is bad.
Beating you up.
Your kid calls you by your first
name.
Bro, y'all are friends.
Hey, Hazas. Pop, belt. What?
I told y'all they didn't specifically target anybody. It was something for everybody. So I'm gonna have to agree because all of my late night TikTok, Instagram story loopholes or rabbit holes, it's all these kids. Kids like getting smart with their parents, kids beating up their parents. Did you see the lady that was on TikTok crying because her kids beat her up? And she was like, I give them everything they want. I don't know why they beat me up, why they get smart with me, why they don't like me.
No, I haven't seen that video.
Oh, she's on there, a caution lady. And real tears. She's really crying. I was like, oh my God. But these parents, their kid will hit another kid, the other kid. One toddler picked up the baby and was finna throw it, locking them in closets, taking off their seatbelt and, going to the front, being dropped off at school and saying, you always pick me up late. Make sure you on time today. Didn't I tell you to pick me up late? Who the fuck you talking to with that much bass in your voice? Listen.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. The way I was raised, I think CPS would be visiting the house.
Now, I'm not saying beat your kids. Not beat your kids. I'm saying parent your kids. And here's the thing. Some kids are very strong in their behavior. Just because they don't act right don't mean it's a bad parent. Those parents off the table as well. Stay diligent and we are praying with you. When we see you in public, we give you that good head nod when you pop them or something like, we got your back, mom. We got your back. And I'll even say something to some kids because sometimes it helps when a stranger says something. If I see the parent struggling and I look at the mom and she look at me and I give her that look, if she looks at me, and it's certain looks you give each other, right? If they give me that particular look, I'll walk up to the kid for her and be like, why are you behaving that way? That's not nice or something like that, and help the mom. If I get the head nod and we make that connection. Not all the time do they need to see like, I would never do that. Have I done that? I have, but only because they went down the whole aisle and they knocking shit down. They done almost ran over my feet at that point. They screaming at the top of their lungs. I have a right to react now. Okay. But if you looking like you're trying, I give you that head nod because you sometimes need reassurance as a parent too, that you're doing the best you can. That is a whole human. They are not like us. When we grew up, it was like, we didn't want to do y'all use the words you should? Because I didn't want to disappoint my mom. I didn't want to embarrass my mom. I wasn't scared of my mom. I was afraid to hurt her. I didn't want to disappoint her. I didn't want to not do what I was supposed to do. I didn't want to embarrass her. Like, do anybody hear parents using words like that? Those words actually matter. It comes from the soul.
Oh yeah, you were on ones. Yeah, I was scared of my dad. You just want to be out of his radar. You do not want that at all. I wasn't gonna say I was bad, but he had rules and I crossed the rules. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, but it's just. But yeah, that's the one I think I disagree with. If they're saying don't spank your kids, I think that's what I thought. I thought that's what they were saying.
You said you need to spank your kids.
You
Stop
need to
soft
spank your
parenting.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, well then go ahead. I think the kids nowadays need it. The ones that do, not the ones that don't. I think the ones that do, yeah, definitely need it. If you're the child whose name we say a lot in the house, you're the one that needs it.
I would agree. Or sometimes spanking, the equivalent to spanking for some children is taking things away. And that's not soft parenting. For me, when I was a kid, I'd rather have a spanking so it could be over. I could go back outside, finish playing, whatever like that. Yeah, my mom determined that after probably, I think, my first or second whooping. Ma'am, Can we get this over with? And could you stop talking to me? I'm trying to get back outside. After that, it was, oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, go upstairs and read a book. Don't cut on the TV. Don't do such. Jesus, how did she know? Yeah, I didn't get in trouble very much, but when I did, I went out with a fucking bang. Um, no sense. Again, your kids don't test you, so you need to be prepared to be the professor and be ahead of them. Okay, break them down to their nothings. Okay, because the world ain't gonna be so nice to them. Somebody else gonna pop their ass. Um, and probably if we didn't have kids behaving the way they behaving with all the bullying, teasing, misbehaving, no sense, some of these kids wouldn't be driven to the point where they feel like they got to come back and pow pow because there's no control. They can't get nobody to help them. I wonder if that contributes because it was
Absolutely.
just
It
another
does.
pow pow.
Well,
And
absolutely it does. To me, it does. If you look at the result.
yeah, because you have that's not a controlled environment. People. So in a Christian school, there was just another pow pow. The crazy thing, out of all the pow pows, they've been boys. This pow pow in that Christian school was a girl, and then so 5 casualties, 6 hurt, but will recover, and then her herself as the person who pow powed is not any longer as well. So prayers to that family and that school. This are we even at the 15th yet? And happy Founders Day to the AKAs that I love. I love them too. My D9 sisters. My family is AKA and Delta. Excuse me, Delta and AKA. So let's listen to the last one and then we will move forward. This one is good. This one is going to go out with a bang for all of you nurses. Here we go.
Don't cancel me. But ladies, you can't be a bottle girl forever. You can't.
Your time is coming to an
Your
end.
time is coming to an end.
You better figure it out before it's
because
too late.
you told me you were doing it to finish school.
And you've been finished.
I don't
School
even
done.
Honestly, I don't think you're in school.
You got the ass got the degree. Got the degree.
I get it. You're making bands if you in the right city, but
I can't see you doing this too much more.
facts.
I'm fucking over it. I am over it. I can't see you doing this too much more.
Oh God, like you 36.
Yeah, delete it.
God, 36 with a nursing degree.
Now, if you are nursing and doing bottles, hey,
Now we
Nah,
talking.
you-
That's
Handle
entrepreneurship
your business. But handle your business. Like,
type shit.
what you doing for real?
Type shit. Type.
You know what I'm saying? Golly.
Type.
Nah, I'm just saying.
So that's the one that let me know when I listened to the whole thing. It was all together. You guys want to split it up so we could talk about it. First, let me double back. And my mom said, oh my goodness, yes. So pray for schools. Don't forget in everything that is going on. I want to rewind and take a minute. Even with the fires, I saw a man, a caution man. That's what I'm going to call him. I heard somebody use the term and I thought that it was cute. A caution man. And he was like, to ladies, be very, very careful right now if you're in and around LA where these fires have occurred. Because think about it logically, if they're fighting fires and there's a big distraction right now, you have to be very careful with yourself because that decreases the manpower of people that can come and help for different things. So be careful when you walk into your car. Make sure you have your pow pow out in your house if you need to defend yourself. Don't second guess defending yourself. Don't fall a victim to things. Be very careful. Can you help me find my car? No, I can't. Let me tell you, my uncle, he helped some lady find her car when he went to visit in Texas. Can you help me find my car? Go around the corner, come back. They emptied out the whole car with all of his stuff, and he went out there for a wedding. So all of his stuff was stolen out of his car. And she was our color. Do not look at color or anything like that. Right now, everybody's a suspect. You don't need to be mean to people, but at this point, the answer, just no. Okay, don't let somebody get too close to you. I was at a gas station and some lady was trying to see if I would marry her nephew and telling me all of these things. Now, I did not let the lady get close to me, anything like that, because how are you trying to tell me I'm so pretty and I would be a good wife for your nephew? She was in the car by herself, but they do those things to get you to be comfortable, woman to woman, something like that. I'm never comfortable. I stayed away from the lady with my door in between me and her, and I stayed at a distance. Went so far to even ask if I had sisters and stuff. Again, compliments don't mean shit to me, and that's why. Be careful, you guys. Or you can say thank you from a distance, like I did. I wasn't mean. I just didn't like. I don't let people walk up on me. Be very careful. Another family. Um, my uncle had a friend who did not lose his house on his street in Altadena. The fire jumped his house. Somebody backed a truck up into his house and cleaned the house out. Every single thing is gone. So I don't understand. People are still going to be people right now. And collectively, we are seeing California do amazing things, show up, and all of that. But bad people come into good neighborhoods, bad people come into good situations, and they're still predators. So be very careful. If you out at functions with your kids with you and everything like that, still hold your kids very close to you. Don't let nobody touch you. Just be very, very careful because people are still evil. If your soul tells you not to do something one day, don't do it. Don't. And I mean the smallest thing. Pray a lot and just be careful. If you can't order pepper spray, order stun gun. My nephew said the pepper spray is better because if you think about it logically, you could pepper spray somebody far away from you and then get away. So I've switched out my stun gun for my pepper spray. It's self-defense classes you can take. And at this point, we just saw all of this happen here and we ain't seen no boots on the ground to come and help us. All of those little TikToks that show, oh, they came from Africa. Oh, they're coming from Mexico. Oh, they're coming from Canada. Where are they? Because I just was there yesterday. They're not there. I don't know where that shit is coming from. It's made up. They're not out there. I promise you they're not. They're not there. If they're there, I don't know where they are. They're not there. And where I was at with my people, I saw 10 fire trucks because they like switch out. They were resting and then they go out or whatever. They're lying. So we just got a taste of how much the world gives a shit about us. So make sure if you can get a gun license, get one. Be very careful though. That's my PSA for that because that made me think of that. So I'm sorry. Now back to the nurses and stuff. So the boys, it made me think these boys got some sense, right? Because they said, okay, it was cool to do that while you was in school. You make a nice little coin. We know that. But now that you got your career, you tripping. You need to leave that alone. You can't do that forever. Then he said, wait a minute. But if you a nurse and you making money on the side, that's a cool little side hustle to do it every now and then. Go on and make your coin because now you're a businesswoman. You see how that perception changed? That's real life. If you're doing something and it fits, nobody will really say nothing about it. Once it don't fit, people be like, huh? Do you agree or disagree, JoJo? Never mind. You probably gonna agree that she could be a bottle girl too. Whatever, JoJo.
Hold on. You don't know why you attacking me. Why you attacking me? You don't know what I'm gonna say.
I did, because I ain't attacked you all show, all year.
Well, I'll say this. If you're 50 and you look 50, yeah, but maybe that's not what you should be doing. You know, leave it for the young girls, like I said, you know, like they said, like the ones who in school trying to make it.
But if they look like they got bullet shot wounds, we don't want them either, right?
But,
we don't want the ones with the bat eyelashes. You can't see. You're gonna light me on fire.
As we discussed before, the baby hairs and all that, if it looks right and it looks good, go ahead, do your thing. But I mean, if you're 55 and you look 55, or you're 25 and you look 55, probably should not be doing it. If it's a side hustle, I get it. If it's what you do every day, I don't know. Um, the OnlyFans and all that other stuff. I mean, let the young. It's like me playing video games, right? And then I'm 40 and I'm going at it like I was 16. It's like,
Right.
yeah, you do have to. There
Right.
will come a time where you kind of have to like
But if you had a man
outgrow.
cave and did it every now and then it's
Different. That's
yeah.
very
Right.
different.
Right.
You're playing with your son. It's you and your
Right.
dad. You guys have a
Every
specific,
now and then
game time.
bonding. Right.
Yeah, but you're in there from sun up to sun all day Sunday. You haven't kissed your girl in the mouth not one time. You've been playing a game all day. You came home from work Friday. You played all morning till 6 a.m. in the morning the next day. Yeah, not that. Not that. I'm not saying not that. But yeah, I mean, it's funny that he talk about the nurses though, because
It was because every nurse, yeah, I'm gonna say every nurse because I have nurses. Y'all know I'm a nurse. Anyway, and Rose a nurse, so yeah, I'm gonna say it because she's gonna beat me up later. Every nurse, I'm just doing this while I'm going to school.
yeah,
You doing it because you like it,
I've
too.
heard it.
And I ain't
I've,
mad at it.
I've
Here's
heard
the
it.
part. I ain't no hater. I don't think nothing is wrong with it.
I've heard it.
I
I've
never
heard it.
saw nothing wrong with Diamond. Now, Ebony in the club, however, girl, you doing too much. But Diamond, I was like, I want to be just like her when I grow up, but I don't look anything like her. So let me move to my next dream. Real life. Okay. So that is it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope it was a little bit of education mixed in with a little bit of entertainment. So, again, prayers to all of the families that have lost people, the families, we're still praying for you that are going to need to rebuild, as in a whole home, because we know what that looks like. Those houses were passed down. Person in it probably didn't even pay for it. They probably never paid rent or mortgage a day in their life and have been living their best life. Now they got to rebuild a home and their finances are going to change. The person who did not have renter's insurance at all, we're praying for. It's so many things that I've thought of because I want to be available to answer those questions, see different things I can look for and meet a need. So I have been thinking about those things. So that is why I list them. So when you're thinking about it, you don't think about the rich person that lost something, which, by the way, not many have been saying what they have lost. Other people have reported it because even they're being sensitive to the fact that it's different levels out there, what's going on, and they're not taking any of the attention away. So I commend them for that and respect them as well. So that ends the show. We will be back on Tuesday at 8. Shows have changed. They're going to be on 8 on Tuesday and 8 on Thursday, and then any ones that I could sprinkle in between. So anything, JoJo closes out, and then JoJo, once I hit this button to end, it knocks us out. If you stay in, I could bring you back in, but it knocks us out. Just want to let you know.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Tuning in, like she said, next week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Um, I want to try something new. Maybe this year, what we'll do is for the subscribers and those, if you have subjects, topics, things that you want us to discuss, send them in. Let's see if we can get some type of interaction with you guys and see we can start there and maybe build that into maybe live call-ins, or invitation on the show. Let's try to see if we can mix some stuff up a little bit. All right.
That's it.
That's it.
Sounds good. Night.